time for Logan High School Sports, a presentation of KVNU 610 AM and 102.1 FM and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, DD Auto and Salvage, Old Grist Mill, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Adams Wealth Advisors, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Auto Care, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Now, it's time for the Logan Grizzlies on KVNU.
Welcome out here to Taylor, Utah, west of Ogden here at Westfield High School. The venue for tonight's matchup between the visiting Logan Grizzlies and the home team, Westfield Longhorns. I'm Jason Walker alongside Adam Lurcher here on KVNU and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com. Happy to bring you tonight's presentation of 4A boys basketball here on the home of the Grizzlies. And Adam, we should have a pretty exciting matchup tonight, I think.
Absolutely. Both of these teams match up real well. You look at the records, well, maybe it's a little bit of a different story. Westfield being 7-7, but being 1-2 in region, and looking at some of their past games, I think Logan and Westfield are matching up pretty darn well, if you ask me, especially if you're looking for an advantage for Logan, the size of Logan compared to Westfield.
Yeah, that'll be certainly something to watch out for. And, of course, another big thing to watch out for with Logan High School is the return of one of their key players. Only played 3 games this season, got injured against Morgan. That is the 6'7" wing, Sade Nenby, the junior forward. I think the Grizzlies have missed his offense. They've kind of made do without it for the most part. But I think he is a huge injection into this team on both ends of the court.
Yeah, we've talked off air, you look back on some of these games and having Sade Nenby, you maybe could say the outcome of a lot of these games would be different and our record, would be a little bit closer to 500. Injecting him back into this game, I think, we might have a couple minutes of rust, but Sade is one of those guys who he knows the game. When you watch him play, he's confident, he's smart, and I don't think it's going to take long before he gets back into his old traditional skill basketball ways.
Yeah, so we will see how much he plays and whether he starts. He got to work through that, because that knee injury looks scary. That he basically kind of hyperextended his knee. But we'll see. I think he's going to start. We'll find out here shortly. They'll be announcing the starters pretty quickly. But I think you add him and you keep the contributions of guys like Milo Steele. And, of course, Reed Olson, he's been a beast this year, averaging 17.5 points, 12.5 rebounds almost. I think he's had a double-double in like 6 straight games or even longer. I was kind of eyeballing it when I was looking at his stat page earlier, and I could have sworn it was like 7 or 8 straight games where he's just been dominant on the boards, putting back. And I think with Sade and all the company pieces around him, you have a really good team, I think.
Absolutely. It takes a lot of the pressure off of Reed Olson, right, and helps keep defenses honest. One of the things that Weber had a lot of success with last time was they just knew Reed Olson is just going to get the ball, and if you know someone's going to get the ball, you just double-team the crap out of him, and Reed Olson, had a good game, but just not able to quite adjust, and so having Sade, it's going to totally change the outlook of how defenses play Logan.
Yeah, of course, it'll still be a tough matchup. Westfield's got with 2 different players averaging double figures, 2 more that average north of 8 points per game. So this is a good Westfield team they're going up against. They're a bit smaller, but that's going to bring quickness, which could present a problem for Logan, who plays a bit bigger, with 3 guys that can play in their regular lineup that are 6'5" or taller. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. They're about to sing the national anthem here, so we got to take a break. We're going to get some dirty looks. So we'll be back after a minute here, and we'll introduce the starting lineups here on KVNU.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Welcome back to Westfield High School as we're getting through the starting lineups for both teams, moments away from tip-off of this 4A boys basketball game. Region 11, two teams that are a little further down in region play. The Grizzlies are 7th at 0-2. Westfield only one win ahead of them. We've got the starting lineups for both teams. The Grizzlies going out with the senior 5'10 guard Josh Jensen and the return of forward number 3, 6'7" junior Sade Nenby. Joined out there by number 13, Milo Steele, a 5'10 senior guard, along with 6'6" center, number 15, the senior Reed Olson, and the sophomore forward, 6'5", number 21, Ethan Woolley. Westfield going out there with Daxton Lauder, Jackson Slaw, Cole McCormick, Jordan Harrison, and Drew Faddis. And here we have the tip, Sade Nenby in the center circle. And he wins the tip, gets it to Milo Steele. We're off and rolling. Ethan Woolley quickly penetrating the paint, and he throws it away as he tries to kick it out to Sade. Westfield going the other way. Probing drive, kick out to three-point line. Now they'll reset into the corner. Now getting it to Cole McCormick. Drives in, kicks to the corner. Really fast-paced moving offense. A lot of motion. Grizzlies going to be tested here in a man offense, or man defense, excuse me. We'll see how they handle the high motion offense.
So far compared to Weber, I think Logan's doing a better job defending, even though he just let go of a three.
Jordan Harrison nailing the three-pointer. He averages about 9.5 points a game. He opens up the scoring for this one. 3-0. Grizzlies trail in the opening minute. Woolley with the ball on the left wing, swings it over to Jensen. Jensen down to Nenby in the high post. Trying to pivot his way in there, fouled as he goes up with the left-handed hook. He'll go to the line. Struggled a bit from the line in the early goings of the season. Started 5 of 14 in those opening 3 games he played. Still averaged 16 points a game for the Grizzlies. But he'll get 2 shots here. First one is up and off the right side of the rim. As the Grizzlies still trail 3-0 here with 7:01 to go here in the first quarter. Here on KVNU and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com. Both free throws no good for Nenby. As he goes 0 for 2, and then in transition they lose Drew Faddis, and he gets 2 points. The freshman, the lanky forward there. Well, I should double check my roster if I had the right guys.
It looks like you got him right.
Zayden Enby driving into the paint, just powers his way into the lane, puts up that lefty layup. Makes it, gets the foul. Couple of subs for Westfield as they go into their bench early. Jaden Fowers and number 21, Kaysen Mallon, coming into the game. Nenby's attempt to convert the and one is good. He makes that one. So some early offense for the Grizzlies. There we go. They only gave him credit for 1 point on the field goal. They got him up to 3 now. Should be 5-3. There we go. I think they gave the point to the wrong because they had Westfield at 6 points. It's 5-3. Nenby getting a deflection. It's going to go out of bounds, though, sticking with the Longhorns. And the clock's still running.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how Logan responds to, maybe fast couple punches from Westfield on offense to see if they can just lock down on defense and not fall into the same traps that they were against Weber, where just the motion and speed kind of got him lost in the sauce. So far, it doesn't look like Logan's had that issue at all.
8 seconds on the shot clock, driving into the paint. Floater up. Nenby absolutely eviscerates that shot. Driving the way now, kick out to Jensen. He'll pick it up, throws it into Reed Olson in the post. Back out to Nenby. He'll take a 3. No good. Hard off the backside of the rim there. Nenby's been all their offense early on. Generated some open shots.
Yeah, definitely throw him into the fire and saying, hey, what can you do for us right now?
Kick it into the corner, 3-pointer up. That's going to be no good. Nenby snags the board, and he'll bring it up the court for the Grizzlies, still trailing 5-3. Now to Steele. Over to Jensen, into Reed Olson in the post. He goes up strong, fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2, a chance to tie this game up. So after a couple of defensive possessions, giving up a long 3-pointer and then a transition layup, Grizzlies have solidified a bit, and they're getting the ball to their best 2 players on offense.
Exactly. I think, like we were saying before, right? Just keeping defenses honest, right? As soon as Zayden Enby starts heating up, like, oh, crap, we have to double-team Zayden. Well, before you know it, then Reed Olson's in the game doing what he does best, right? Getting into the paint, being physical, and with a chance to opportunity to tie this game up.
Yeah, first free throw was good for Olson. And he'll get his second free throw here. Could tie it with 5:34 to go here in the opening quarter. Does exactly that. So 5 points apiece. Grizzlies with a fast. Oh, they did the full court pressure. Josh Jensen got 2 hands on it and just barely slid out of his hands and over the sideline. You could see his frustration. He had that 90% of the way. And just bad luck slipping through his hands.
Absolutely, just a little bit of bad luck, but you're starting to see a little bit of fire. I mean, not to keep harping on the last game, but it's, the last game that we had, they just didn't seem to have that. And so seeing this now is just a good sign that they're just totally forgot last game and that this is a completely different team.
Westfield with the ball on offense. Got it up top, now swinging over to the left wing. Milo Steele guarding. Now getting it to Malin. Now driving inside, Euro step. Reverse layup good for Jackson Slaw, the leading scorer for the Longhorns. Gives them the lead 7-5.
Jackson then averages about 14 points a game, looking to do what he can do.
Reed Olson responds. They feed it into the paint. They're trying to front him in the post. And, well, when you're 6'6", you can just grab that and go up with it. Reed's got 4 early points. Just under 5 to play in this opening quarter here at Westfield High School. Longhorns with the ball on their home court against these Grizzlies. Take it out to the 3-point line, pump fake the 3. Now hanging off to Daxton Lauder, averaging about 10 points a game. Getting hedged, now passing it up. Now a step back 3-pointer, nailed it. Jackson Slaw absolutely nailed that in the face of his man. Now Grizzlies trying to reset, going the other way, into the corner. Milo Steele trying to answer, he does not. Rebound to the Longhorns. And yeah, it seems like Longhorns are going to have to shoot well from 3 because the Grizzlies aren't allowing them in the paint.
Absolutely. Just the interior defense has been spectacular. And even in perimeter defense has been really good. But it's just sometimes just offense just a little bit better. And we saw that on that last 3-pointer.
Now kicking out to the right wing. There'll be another 3-pointer. That one is good. Kaysen Malin. He's got 5 points, I believe. Or I think he has 5 points. Or does he only have 3?
He's only got 3. That's his first points.
That's first points. So 13-7 now. So they try and dump it into Reed Olson. It's deflected, but it gets to him anyway. Back to Zayden Enby. He tries to go up with it. Ball's deflected out of his hand. He wanted a foul. He won't get one. Longhorns going the other way, and they got some numbers. driving inside, offensive foul. Milo Steele draws the charge.
It was a good job by Milo Steele just to pay attention to what's going on, right? In a in a three-point shooting game, right? Which is what Westfield has done. Sometimes you're just kind of like, hey, we'll let him take the three, we'll go for the rebound instead. He gets underneath, draws that charge, and gives us an opportunity to pull back in within this 5-point game.
Graydon Olson checks in for the first time. Saden Enby goes out, likely managing that injury. Reed Olson with the mid-range jumper, trying to get that to go. Rebound to the Longhorns. Ethan Woolley tried to fight for it, just couldn't quite get it. Longhorns the other way. And a foul, hand check on Graydon Olson. So Westfield starting to get things going on offense. Those back-to-back three-pointers. Trying to open up the Grizzlies' defense, maybe get some layups in case the three-pointers stop falling. But, of course, I'm sure they'll be eager to keep them falling. Inbound pass stolen to Milo Steele gets it. Ethan Woolley in transition. Don't quite have numbers, so I think he's going to pull up. And send it over back to Steele. Back to Woolley, right wing, three-pointer up, and in and out. Reed Olson snags the board. They're going to call a foul on him, though. Or do they call a foul on Josh Jensen? We'll see exactly what happened. Well, they called that on Reed.
Not sure if I necessarily agree with that. It didn't look like he pushed off anybody or did anything too heinous.
He's just bigger than everyone down there. Reed didn't protest too much. I know player protestations aren't always the greatest indicator, but it's about all I can have if I don't got replay.
Sometimes when a player accepts it, you just kind of be like, oh, maybe they did.
So still 13-7. Grizzlies trail in this one to the Longhorns. They've got 3 three-pointers in this quarter. Now trying to get into the paint, and might have been partially blocked, but it's good anyway. Cole McCormick. Or no, excuse me. That was Cole. Graydon Olson with it, top of the arc. Over to Woolley. Left wing. Kicks it across the court. Corner three. Milo still in and out. And then Reed Olson going to be the beneficiary of a foul, this time on the rebound. He's trying to say he was shooting, but I don't think he's going to get away with that.
Yeah,
wait. They're giving it to him. They're saying he was shooting.
Oh, hey.
That's I don't even know if he had his hands on the ball when he got fouled.
I don't think he did either.
So
very favorable call. We'll take it.
Maybe may have gotten the poor whistle on the last one. Gets a favorable judgment call from the officials here, and he'll get 2 free throws. Misses the first one off the front rim, so it remains 15-7. .231 to go here in this first quarter. Olson with the second free throw. This one also no good. Graydon Olson fighting for it, tips it away. Ethan Woolley, almost had it. Ball's going to be off him, out of bounds off of him, and it'll go the other way. Another empty possession for the Grizzlies. As they go with the full court press to try and generate something here. They get the ball inbound pretty easily. Now trying to probe the paint, but they'll back up. Jackson Slaw with it. Got a couple of early buckets here in this quarter, including a tough three-pointer. Driving the paint, now kicks it out, swing it over to the corner. They'll get an open three-pointer, no good. Hard off the iron, Reed Olson goes up high for the rebound. Now Milo Steele trying to push the tempo. Now over to Graydon Olson. He thought about a corner three, gives it up to Eli Cox. He's checked in moments ago. Milo Steele over to Woolley. Looking for a pass, gives it to Olson. Graydon Olson. Now to Steele. Back to Olson. Picked up his dribble, now looking for a pass, finds his brother Reed. Now back to Graydon Olson. He'll put up a three-pointer, no good. Late in the shot clock, had to put something up. Grizzlies scoreless in the last 2 or 3 minutes here. Now kicking to the corner. Now back to free throw line, driving the right side of the paint. Picking up the dribble, now giving to McCormick. Now kicking it back out. Steele nearly swiping the ball out of the hands of Kaysen Mallon. Now a three-pointer, that one's good. Westfield can hardly miss. Drew Faddis nails another one. I think he's got 2 three-pointers in this quarter.
The Longhorns are 4 for 6 from three-point land.
Grizzlies trying to answer. Ethan Woolley does just that. A much-needed bucket for the Grizzlies now as we cross under a minute to play. 18-10 the score. Grizzlies trailing here.
On the flip side, that's Logan's first made three-pointer of the night. Sounds like if you're going to stay in this game, you got to start heating up in three-point land, or at least take advantage when you do get those free throws. They've missed quite a few so far.
Another three-pointer. This one no good by Drew, and Milo Steele pulling up momentarily, now pushing the pace. Ooh, nearly loses it. Kicks it out. Three-pointer from the corner for the Grizzlies. No good. Ethan Woolley trying to get the board a little too aggressive, commits the foul. Now shot clock coming off. And some subs were coming in, and then the referees told them, no, go back to the scorer's table. Now they let them in. Saden Enby, Cam Alvarado coming in for the Grizzlies. Ethan Woolley and Reed Olson will check out for the final 32.2 seconds of this quarter. And now they brought the ball all the way into the front court, then they rolled it all the way back to where it's supposed to be because a foul happened in the key on a rebound to the Westfield baseline.
It's all about procedure.
Inbound pass, Milo Steele pressuring. Got to be careful not to foul there. Now passing into the corner and mishandled, and that allows the Grizzlies to come away with the turnover. Nenby in transition. Looking for a pass, finds Steele. 18 seconds on the game clock. Grizzlies can get the final shot. Final shot or an open shot. Now 11 seconds. Steele just holding the ball now, 9 seconds. Going around a screen, trying to split the defense inside, kicking it out. Three-pointer up, no good. And then Westfield rebounds it and won't get the half-court heave off in time. So that'll be the end of the first quarter. Westfield hitting 4 3-pointers. They average 5, just under 6 made threes per game, and they've almost hit that in one quarter. But we'll take a break and we'll see how the Grizzlies recover. Coming up next here on KVNU and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Welcome back to Westfield High School, home of the Longhorns. As we're here with this 4A boys basketball game, Jason Walker alongside Adam Lurcher. As the Grizzlies trail 18-10. As a reminder, your video experience here on CashValleyDaily.com, powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com. Longhorns have the ball out of the quarter break and out of bounds. Baseline cut was a little too baseline by Cole McCormick, and he catches the ball with the foot out of bounds.
Absolutely, just not being aware. Just looking for, hey, I just got to get the ball here. Not sure where his feet are. Boom.
I feel like that was more on
turnover.
I feel like it was more on the passer. Cole seemed like he was well aware that he was out of bounds. He almost didn't want to catch it. So Grizzlies with the ball out, forcing the turnover, or getting gifted a turnover, and then they turn it over. Saden Enby trying to get it to, and it's tipped. They were ready for that pass. Now Westfield trying to probe the paint. Not been too successful, but they hit 4 3-pointers in the opening quarter. They've not necessarily needed to get into the paint. Driving now, floater up and getting it to go. Make a liar out of me, Daxton Lauder. And he gives Westfield a 10-point lead.
Daxton Lauder usually averages 10 points a game. Those are his first points of the night.
So Cam Alvarado with it, giving over to Jensen, swing it over to the right wing, Eli Cox. Now cross-court pass Alvarado into Reed Olson in the post. just kind of waiting for the double team. Now he dives in, and a jump ball, a good little block there. It'll stay with the Grizzlies, though. Well timed there to get that one from Reed. He normally isn't going to give that one up to someone shorter than him.
Yeah, definitely not.
So it'll be a baseline inbound for the Grizzlies. Inbound to Ethan Woolley. Swings it over to Graydon Olson, who just checked in. Early substitution here in the second quarter. Nenby at the free throw line, going up strong, misses the floater. Reed Olson gets it, has his putback blocked, and then trying to save it inbounds. He was on the baseline, goes to the Longhorns, and goes out of bounds eventually. Now they're having discussion. They don't know who it went off of. They're just going to have to pick somebody. I think they're going to give it to the Longhorns. They will. I couldn't tell you who that went out on, so I have no room to argue here. So
yeah, exactly. Just at a bad angle here. Hard to tell. At that point, you might as well just flip a coin or play rock, paper, scissors.
So here we go, 20-10. Westfield here with the advantage. 6:35 to go in the second quarter. Jackson Slaw giving up to Cole McCormick. Trying to drive the left side of the paint, getting stonewalled by Josh Jensen. Swing to the corner. Thought about a three-pointer, driving into the paint, though. And then a cross-key pass goes through the hands of Drew Faddis. It'll be a turnover for Westfield. That's the kind of defense you want to see from the Grizzlies. Good closeouts, good defense around the paint, and then you force a bad pass.
Absolutely. Now it's the opportunity to just give it right back
then
to
Westfield. Then a mistake. Running into his own man was Josh Jensen, then fumbles the ball, and it's a free 2 points for Jackson Slaw. Makes it 22-10. Grizzlies out of sorts with their offense. Now Saden Enby will take a pull-up three and drills it. Grizzlies have had a couple moments where they are in dire straits, then somebody hits a three-pointer. Ethan Woolley had that earlier. Saden Enby with that just now. And driving into the paint, nearly stolen away. Picked up his dribble, now has to give it up. That was Drew Faddis. Now giving it to Jaden Fowers, trying to get into the paint, can't get there. Gives it up to Harrison. Harrison hit a long three-pointer earlier in this game, now gives it up. Three-pointer block, Nenby gets it, nobody was aware. Reed Olson was looking to the rim for the rebound. Offensive rebound to the Longhorns, and then a bad call by the officials. They thought it, and they're discussing it.
Yeah, that is a pretty bad call.
They're changing their mind. There we go. The other officials saw it. It was off the Longhorns pretty clearly, and the officials got together, eventually made the right call. So good officiating.
Absolutely. That's why you got three of you, so that way you can counsel and say, hey, what is the right call here?
Yeah. So the Grizzlies trailing by 9, 22-13, 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. They'll try and cut into this deficit. Zone defense from Westfield. Now with three-pointer, Milo Steele nails it. From that left wing, Grizzlies giving Westfield a bit of a taste of their own medicine there from that first quarter. And out of bounds on Westfield. Cole McCormick had his foot travel a little too far, touches the baseline, and it's another turnover. Grizzlies get the ball back, now trailing only by 6. And quick timeout here. I'm not sure the official down in front of the, I think the Longhorns called a timeout. They called a timeout before there's an inbound. The officials, one official noticed, the other didn't, so it's just how it be. So we're going to have a quick timeout here. It's a full timeout, but we're going to keep it here just to make sure to remind you guys about the Old Grist Mill. If you tried the fantastic breakfast sandwiches served at the South Logan and Smithfield locations, you're going to love it. Baked fresh daily. Again, it's the Old Grist Mill. So the Grizzlies have 2 3-pointers this quarter, right?
Yep.
Nenby and Milo Steele just now?
Yep, starting to heat up a little bit. Like we were saying, you got to somehow claw back into this game. And obviously we talked about it off air during the break, right? Westfield is going to come back down to the mean, right? They went bananas, hog wild, whatever you want to say, from three-point land in the first quarter. You aren't able to sustain that throughout an entire game. You know, crazier things have happened, but personally I believe that statistics do play a factor, and you're just going to come back down, right? Now Logan has the opportunity to just stay consistent, right? Just keep playing physical, take open shots when you have them, and then you're going to claw back into this game, as they've done so far, right, with those 2 3-pointers from Milo and Sade.
As we're ready to resume play, interesting little horn there. That's an old-fashioned one, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, I kind of like it too.
It also kind of fits in with the Longhorns. Almost sounds like the bell you ringed as the ranch hands come back for lunch or something. 5:03 to go here in the second quarter. Logan Grizzlies trying to claw back. They've outscored the Longhorns 6-4 in this quarter. It's nothing crazy. Milo Steele with it, kicks into the corner to Woolley. Zayden Enby pivoting around, left-handed floater, up and good. You know, Sade is right-handed, but half the shots he takes in the paint are left.
He is just as comfortable with his left hand, and it is impressive to see, especially at this high school level.
Bit of a run for the Grizzlies. They went down 22-10. It's now 22-18. Now kicking to the corner, trying a three-pointer, pump faking a three-pointer, then getting a layup. Westfield cuts the run. Cole McCormick getting the lay-in around the long arms of Zayden Enby. Milo Steele calling the shots here. Now Zayden Enby kicking it into the corner for Ethan Woolley. Reed Olson trying to go up strong and just bothered. Couldn't get that right hook to go. Longhorns going the other way, driving into the paint. Kick out for three, up and good. Jordan Harrison, as Westfield gets back going here. A 5-0 run after the 8-0 burst from the Grizzlies. Enby swings over to Steele. Steele to Graydon Olson. Back to Steele. He'll pop up a three. Nails it. Answers the Longhorns. Second triple of the game for Steele.
Milo Steele's gone 2 for 4 in three-point land. 2 in a row at that. Need to see more of that as the Logan Grizzlies are going to climb back into this.
27-18, the Grizzlies trail by 9. Baseline drive now resetting up top to the left wing. Trying to kick into the corner, Zayden Enby read it the whole way. He's going to try and go all the way. He's fouled. Oh my, they called that late. I thought they were going to call it. He got almost a two-hand shove. Reed Olson went to the ground as he was chasing the offensive rebound. Just got a bit tangled up. Enby will shoot 2 free throws. Oh, wait a minute. I said the Grizzlies were trailing by 9. I guess they hadn't added the 3 points yet from Milo Steele's 3. First free throw bounces hard off the iron, but falls through. We'll call that shooter's bounce. He went 0 for 2 on the trip earlier, or did he?
Yep, he went 0 for 2, and then he had a three-point play.
Oh, yeah, converted the end one.
Mm-hmm.
So he's 2 for 4 now on the day. 5 of 14 from the free throw line coming into this game. Misses that one, though. And so Westfield going the other way. They lead by 5, and it's number 5, McCormick. Now giving it up to Kason Malin. Now sends it back to Jackson Slaw. Faking a drive. Now he'll pass over to McCormick. And he dribbles it over, gives it to Jordan Harrison. Now to Lauder. Back to Malin. Back to McCormick, trying to drive baseline. Floater, hard off the iron, no good. Josh Jensen gets the board, brings it across midcourt. They'll slow it up, gives it to Milo Steele. 2:42 to go here in the first half. Grizzlies have got back within 5. Giving it Enby on the elbow, floats it back to Steele. Back to Enby, now corner 3 from Josh Jensen, in and out. Reed Olson gets the board, puts it back up and in. Blessed make for Olson, who's really struggled inside. Missed a couple, had a couple blocked. Now it's a 3-point game. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the half. Westfield trying to get a pass. Careful not to get a 5-second call. Dribbles away from it. Now another baseline drive. Kick it out for a 3. It's up. And it is in and out. Offensive rebound to the Longhorns. Trying to go back up strong with it. Finally manages to pass it out. Floater up and good. The man who missed the 3, Jordan Harrison, is the man who got the floater to go. Now Enby slowly brings it across midcourt. He'll call the shots here. Now just dribbling into the paint and has his shot blocked. Harrison with the snag, and then Enby called for a foul. A reach in. Just kind of a sloppy reach in there. Although I thought he got a lot of the ball, to be honest.
I thought he did too, especially the way it popped out. It did look like he got mostly ball. Unfortunately, the referee saw it a different way.
So 29-24 your score here. 1:39 to go in the first half. As Westfield gets the ball inbound, Harrison has it on the right wing and has it poked out of his hands, but it went right into the midst of McCormick, I believe, but he then stepped on the sideline.
That's not the first time he's done that.
I think he's got 3 stepping on the sideline or baseline. Just bad luck, and I don't know if I really blame him for...
He's just going after the ball, absolutely.
Yeah.
The first time I thought, well, maybe just being a little lackadaisical, but you were right. Definitely the pass. The second time, right, just going after the ball. Third time, same thing, going after the ball.
Jackson Slaw nearly got a steal, but he tipped the ball out of bounds, and now Saden Enby gets the inbound off the sideline. Woolley on the right wing. So he resets at the top of the arc, gives to Jensen, into the post for Reed Olson. Going up strong, and rough fall as he got held up. He got his arms tangled up. Longhorns wanted a jump ball, but I think they're saying he got a lot more arm than he did ball. They're calling it a blocking foul. Of course, you get to say there's about 2 or 3 different things. Good challenge, and it was a bit of a scary fall because you almost worried that Reed hit the back of his head on the ground, but he seemed to come up pretty quickly and pretty well.
That's kind of what I was wincing at. It looked like he just fell really hard, first on his backside, and then obviously, the rest of the top half of his body's going to roll over. I just thought, dang, that does not look comfortable.
Yeah, sometimes the neck muscles are strong enough to kind of, your core is kind of strong enough to keep you from whiplashing into the back, and then other times you're not so lucky.
Yeah, other times you're just not so lucky. Luckily, luckily, it looks like we've dodged a bullet on that one because that did look like a pretty hard fall.
And now we have a quick stoppage of play. I don't know why they stopped it so they could clean up the mess from Reed falling on his back there. And now we're going to start with Reed Olson going to the free throw line. He's 2 of 4.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Went 2 for 2 on one trip and 0 for 2 on the next. Has a chance to bring this back to a 3-point game. The Grizzlies had it within 3. And Reed will make the first one, gets it over the front rim, and that's enough for it to eventually settle in. Saden Enby going to check out. He's played most of this quarter. He checked in, or he might have either started the second quarter or came in the first minute. And now he's checking out with 1:21 to go. Reed Olson with the second free throw. 4-point game, trying to make it a 3. He will not do that. Ethan Woolley, he nearly got the rebound, but then Graydon Olson got it. He kicks it back out to Josh Jensen. So it's 29-24. The Grizzlies still have the ball, a chance to cut in even further here. Milo Steele up to Graydon Olson, over to Josh Jensen on the right wing. He'll dribble around to the left wing, gives it up to Ethan Woolley. Dribbles out of the left wing, around to Reed Olson's screen. Thought about an elbow jumper, gives it up to Steele. 3-pointer, good! Milo Steele, 3 3-pointers this quarter, and he's got it to a 1-point game with 48 seconds left in the second. And now getting right back to his good defense. Grizzlies going to a zone, though. Trying to keep Longhorns on their toes. They do just that. They force a turnover, and then a foul prevents the fast break. Nothing bad from Westfield. It was just an aggressive play.
Nope, definitely just going after the ball. No intention.
They're not doing the old Euro foul or whatever they call it.
Yeah, definitely none of that.
Except the Europeans got rid of that foul in their league, so I don't know why they call it that anymore. So shot clock will be off. That's probably the biggest consequence of that foul. And so the Grizzlies will slow it down. A chance to take the lead going into halftime if they can make a bucket here. Steele facing some pressure. He's just trying to dribble out the clock. 20 seconds. Picks up his dribble, now has to give it up. Now they get it back to Steele. Now into the corner for Jensen. Now to Reed Olson, some good off-ball cutting. Goes up strong, and he manages to get it to go despite the great defense from Kaysen Malin. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Running 3-pointer, no good. Grizzlies will go into the half up 30-29 after a strong second quarter. We'll take a break and we'll have some halftime analysis of this quarter here on KVNU 102 FM, 610 AM, and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com.
Makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache.
Welcome to the halftime show here at Westfield High School. So we've got a pretty close game, about as close as you can get, of this 4A boys basketball matchup between Westfield High School and the Logan Grizzlies here on KVNU, home of the Logan Grizzlies. It's 30-29 at halftime, and it's been a bit back and forth, Adam. We went into the first quarter and Westfield led 18-10. And then the Grizzlies outscored Westfield 20-11 in the second quarter. Now we have the Grizzlies with a 1-point lead. And it seems like the secret to a strong quarter was the same for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely, and that being three-point shooting. And we want to highlight Milo Steele for going 3 for 5 from three-point land and just ending that second quarter making 3 threes. And that can honestly be pointed to the fact of like just giving Logan this energy boost, as well as Reed Olson doing what Reed Olson does best, right? Just getting points in the paint. He finishes that second quarter with 9 points.
Yeah, you mentioned the three-pointers. Westfield made 4 in the opening quarter. Grizzlies did the same in the second quarter because Milo had all 3 of his in the second. And then Sade had a three-pointer as well. Sade Nenby in his return, where he's got
9 points.
Yeah, he's got 9 points for the Grizzlies, tied for the lead with 2 others. You got 3 guys with 9 points, 27 coming from 3 guys, and then Ethan Woolley, he had a three-pointer in the first quarter, and so that's where your points come from. So I think that's kind of part of the secret of the success. I'd like to see Ethan Woolley get a little more involved. That's where you're running at peak, but it seems like this Grizzlies offense managed to get going when they got Sade being aggressive in the paint, Reed Olson getting offensive boards, finishing inside, and then you got guys like Milo and Ethan hitting from the outside. It seems like that's when the Grizzlies can start hitting on all cylinders.
Absolutely. That's the perfect storm that you want to see Logan just start concocting and start using to their advantage, like you were saying, right? When things start clicking, usually that involves, Milo Steele hitting threes. Ethan Woolley starting to heat up, right? He's made one. I expect he's probably going to take quite a few more before the night's through. If he starts to heat up, I would not be surprised if Logan starts to run away with this.
Yeah, and I think as much as we've talked about the offense, the defense, obviously you hold a team to 11 points. That's not the fewest you're ever going to hold a team to, but it's solid, and it helped facilitate this comeback. Forcing turnovers, I think, was a big one, and then chasing Westfield off the three-point line.
Yep.
They still made a three-pointer, but you saw them a lot more hesitant because they close out, and then when they get into the paint, Logan's not like letting them into a wide open paint. They still constrict once they get in there. Seems like you're doing pretty well there.
Exactly, right? Kind of funneling him into right, the paint, right? Making him uncomfortable to take that three, right? He's like, crap, I got someone closing in on me. Well, I'm going to try to just go right past him. Well, before you know it, you're just right into the great wall of Sade and Reed Olson, right? Just, you're not going to get past him. Even if you got to be pretty good at offense to get past 2 solid defenders in those. And I think we're starting to see that from Logan, like you were saying, holding Westfield to 11 points in that second quarter.
So Wes, the key is, do you see the Grizzlies managing to kind of maintain some of this? Because you hit 4 3-pointers in a quarter. We saw Westfield couldn't maintain that.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine the Grizzlies maintain that as they go into the third and fourth quarters. So I guess, what's the biggest key for the Grizzlies to keep their offense going in the second half?
I think the biggest key is that defense, right? Just keep them off of the three-point land. Don't even get them comfortable, right? They'll take threes, absolutely, right? But if someone's going to take a three, get a hand in his face, right? Do something, right? Stutter step towards him, right? Make them do something to just get them out of their groove when they're shooting the three. At that point, you've dominated the paint all night long. You're just going to just keep getting those turnovers. You're going to get the transition. At that point, right, even though you may not make as many threes in the second half, you're still forcing the ball away from what their strength is, and that's been the three-point game.
All right, we're going to take a break as we're about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. Reminder of this game brought to you in part by The Logo Shop. They can really put your logo on just about anything. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, they all trust The Logo Shop. They logo stuff. Again, it's The Logo Shop. And they also sponsor the uniform check, which I forgot to do. Grizzlies wearing their all blacks. Westfield, they're all whites. Similar secondary colors, although Longhorns got that burnt orange.
And the burnt orange.
I guess they both have that gold color. That's like the one similar color. But we'll be back after this here on 102 FM, 610 AM, KVNU. Also streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com, where your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technician.
Welcome back to Westfield High School in good old Taylor, Utah. Kind of a new development here. And a brand new high school, first year for Westfield High School. And we've got a 4A boys basketball matchup. So it's the first ever meeting on the court, the hardwood, between the Logan Grizzlies and the Westfield Longhorns. We begin the second half, and the Grizzlies trail this inaugural matchup 30-29. And they come out in a zone defense. Longhorns don't seem to know what to do initially. They stood there. Oh, and the shot clock. Hold on, there was no shot clock. And they rang the buzzer.
I think they're trying to figure out why the shot clock turned off.
Yeah, they were trying to alert the officials that the shot clock wasn't on. And now the referees are having to tell the students, calm down.
We're figuring it out, right?
And now the clock's still running, and now the students they stop the clock, and the students applaud, and the referees give them we're just having a bit of fun here.
Oh, absolutely. Gotta love high school basketball.
So I think they're trying to figure things out. Again, it's a lot of new equipment, and new equipment doesn't like to work very well, paradoxically, or an oxymoron, whatever. You'd think brand new stuff would work well. There we go. And the shot clock is on now. It's at 34 seconds, so they'll reset it. They got the tablet working on down there. Speaking of technology, if you are having problems, Les Olson IT, they can answer the question of what can a business technology partner do for you, all the office products you need, and a great service team. Learn more at lesolson.com. So I think they've got the shot clock, because they've got the shot clock to 17 seconds, which pretty much max. We've got 7:42 on the clock, which I know it doesn't add up exactly, but that's...
Yeah, it's probably as close as we're going to get.
Well... there's a decimal number of seconds left in one of these, and so it's just, it's not going to match up perfectly. So nobody's complaining. We're restarting. Longhorns get a silent. I thought they should have just restarted the half. Just say, all right, do-over.
All right, do-over.
Nothing happened. They stood there with the ball for 15 seconds. So here we go. Shot clock is working properly. Game clock is 2, and the Longhorns have the ball trying to get their offense started. Pass inside, no good, and rebound tipped around, but eventually controlled by the Grizzlies. Ethan Woolley may have got a partial block on that one.
Looked like he did, yeah.
Ended up forcing it short. Nenby gets the pass on the free throw line, gives it back to Josh Jensen. Now back to Nenby. Now he's asking for a screen from Reed Olson. He'll go around it. Probing inside, right-hand shot, no good, and rebound tipped. They're going to call a foul on Reed Olson, which I feel like was completely unnecessary. I think he and the man who tipped that one, I can't see his number. Oh, it's Jackson Slaw. He did good to tip it away from Reed Olson.
Yeah.
I think there was just contact in the fact that Reed Olson is about 240 pounds and Slaw is not. That's why he went flying a little bit. It will be Slaw with the ball. He'll bring it up half court under a lot of pressure, loses the ball, and they're calling a foul. That's why he lost it. May have got a tap on the wrist.
I'm curious to see what kind of zone they're playing. For some reason, it's reminding me of when the Utah Jazz played the Houston Rockets, and James Harden was just unbelievable in that series. And so the Jazz were like playing almost behind him, just not letting him be comfortable, maybe doing a step back three. For some reason, I'm getting those vibes.
Seemed like a bit of a 2-3 zone, and they'd bring the two guards up high, although now they seem to have switched to a man. And now a quick floater inside, hard off the iron, back to the man who shot it, and now a three-pointer up, and that one's good. Jordan Harrison nailing the three-pointer, and he's got Westfield back up in this one, 32-30, with 6:45 to go here in the third. That's where all of Westfield's problems get solved, is at the three-point line. They've made 6 of them tonight. Milo Steele, he's made 3 of his own from deep, but he misses that one. First missed after making 3 in a row. He missed 2 to start the game, then he made 3 in a row. Now Slav, step back jumper, no good. Missed it pretty short. And now Saden Nenby waltzing up the court. Now into the corner, three-pointer up and off the front rim, no good. Westfield going in transition, now Slav pulls up. They didn't quite have the numbers they wanted. Now kicking into the corner, back into the paint. Great job. Saden Nenby, great backside protection there. Swats that one away. Ethan Woolley pushing in transition. Goes up, he has it swatted. Reed Olson comes up with it though. It basically fell right to him. And then he manages to slide it in the bucket. Crazy back and forth there. Now kick into the corner. McCormick, three-pointer air ball that I don't know if Josh Jensen got a piece of it. Didn't look like it, but he missed it by about 5 feet. Now Milo Steele, pull-up elbow jumper. Reed Olson trying to reel in the board one-handed, but he couldn't quite do it. And now Longhorns go the other way. 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this third quarter. Tie game at 32 apiece. Into the corner, back up to the three-point line. Pump fake a three, now kick it out to McCormick. Going around a screen, at the elbow, back to Harrison. Now a three-pointer, in and then out and then back in. And Matt Scablin calls timeout. I don't know if he was unhappy with the referees for some reason, that or he was trying to figure out something with his players. But Drew Faddis hit that three-pointer. And Matt Scablin have a conversation with the referees. I'm wondering if he's thought there was a bad screen or something.
I think that's what he's arguing, saying just moving screen. Going back to that three-pointer, that looked like at one moment, like, yeah, there's no way that bounces out. Oh, crap, it's bouncing out. And then just bounces right back in. Giving Westfield this three-point lead into the third period. This has been a fun game. It has been back and forth. There has been moments of like, all right, it's physical basketball. It's down in the paint. Okay, never mind. It's three-point shooting, which you mentioned, right, has kept the Longhorns in this game.
And Longhorns averaging 5.5 threes made per game. They're at 7, and we're in the early third quarter. Tells you how well they're making threes. Grizzlies had bad luck with opponents making threes when they played Mountain View. They just absolutely went off. So they were a pretty decent three-point shooting team, so it wasn't way out of the ordinary. Westfield just kind of average, and they're having an above-average game. So Grizzlies with the ball, 5 minutes to play. Milo Steele, he'll spot up from three, misses it short. Rebound to Josh Jensen, picks it up off the wood. And now they swing it around, get it to Ethan Woolley, top of the arc, into Reed Olson, high post. And he faces like an immediate double team, loses the ball, passes it out, and Josh Jensen was already on the move. Ball goes out of bounds.
I think as soon as Reed Olson went down low to maybe try to squeeze between two defenders, Josh Jensen thinking he's driving, I got to get the rebound in case he misses. Instead, just was not there for the kick-out three.
Grizzlies back to this 2-3 zone. And pass tipped, but right back to the man who passed it. Westfield moving the ball around the perimeter, trying to get through this zone. Swing over to the wing, now to the baseline. Double team, elbow, jumper. Off the front rim, Reed Olson comes down with it and keeps it away from the Longhorns. 4:15 to go in the third. Grizzlies with the ball, they trail by 3. Steele into Jensen, the post, giving it to Reed Olson. Pivots around, oh, he missed the shot, trying to grab his own rebound, he does, and then he's fouled. He did so good to get that open layup, and then he couldn't get it to go, but he'll have a chance to earn it back at the free throw line.
It was great footwork by Reed Olson, right? Just getting in that position, right? Going for the layup. Fortunately, doesn't fall in, but just his grit and determination, he gets his own rebound and has an opportunity through free throws to just keep adding to his total for tonight's game.
He's averaging a double-double, and I dare say he's pretty well on his way to getting another one here. First free throw, no good, though. He's still shy of 10 points, though, isn't he?
Yep, I believe he is.
He could get there, though, if he makes this next free throw, missed first one. So it remains a 3-point game in favor of the Longhorns, who've led most of this game. Grizzlies did have a 30-29 lead going into halftime. Second free throw is good, so cuts the lead to 2. Reed up to 10 points, leading all scorers for the Grizzlies. Jordan Harrison pushing it, nifty pass inside and an open layup. Drew Faddis, that was a nifty little pass there. No look from Harrison, who's also got a pretty good scoring streak going for Longhorns. Wild layup, no good by Josh Jensen. Then Reed Olson thought he was fouled on the rebound. It goes to the Longhorns. Another pass inside, McCormick throws it, ends up in the hands of Milo Steele. And now he brings it up, gives it to Graydon Olson. He'll give it back to Steele. Over to Woolley on the wing. Now to Graydon Olson, top of the arc. Looks for a pass. Finds Jensen into Steele in the corner. Now to Ethan Woolley, a little off target, but he gets it. Looking for a screen from Olsen, gets it. Trying to probe the paint, now can't. Now to Olsen, inside, foul, gets the bucket to go. As Reed flexes on his way to the free throw line. Good job getting that one to fall with a bit of a bump from the defense.
Absolutely. Reed starting to find his groove into this game. And just, man, and then you had Sade, right? Subbing out Graydon Olsen. At what point, you kind of start thinking, man, Logan is just, they're on the bubble, right? They're down 2 with an opportunity to cut into that with this three-point play from Reed Olsen, potentially.
3:09 to go in the quarter. Grizzlies they entered the quarter with the lead, but now they've trailed most of the quarter. Free throw is good for Olsen. Up to 13 points, and it's a 1-point game. As the Longhorns trying to keep ahead here, trying to get their second win in region play. Grizzlies looking for their first of region play. Swing into the corner, pump fake a 3. Now dribbling it around. Grizzlies still in their 2-3 zone defense. Longhorns nearly losing it out of bounds, trying to trap him on the sideline now, driving into the paint. Inside pass again, finding Kaysen Malin there this time. As the Grizzlies are losing track of these cutters on defense, and it's given Westfield about 6 points this quarter alone. Milo Steele fields the pass on the left wing, picks up his dribble, gives it to Nenby on the elbow. Passing inside, and then a cheap little charge drawn. Pretty good acting job there, and I don't think Sade really put his shoulder into Jaden Fowers, but the referees are going to fall for an acting job like that.
Yeah, that was well done. I mean, I don't want to say Oscar-worthy, but maybe that was pretty darn good. Like you said, Sade, obviously being a bigger player, a little bit of contact might go a long ways, but I do agree there was a lot of acting in that one.
Fowers getting into the paint. Now he kicks it out. Pump fake a 3, drive in now, out to the corner. A lot of drive and kick going here. Fowers again, drive, puts up a layup, no good. I think Reed got a hand on that. And then a foul as Eli Cox was securing the rebound. Reed almost hurt his hand. He was kind of shaking his hand as he ran back up the court. 2:07 to go here in the third quarter. Westfield with a 39-36 lead over the Grizzlies. Reed going to take a seat on the bench. He's played most of this quarter, got to get a rest. They usually sub him out at the end of quarters just to get that little extra rest. Grizzlies do have Sade Nenby out there for a bit of a punch of offense. Nearly losing the ball. Cam Alvarado does eventually lose it. Fast break. Eli Cox trying to defend. Won't be able to do so against Jackson Slaw. And it's now 41-36. Westfield back up by 5 after the Grizzlies had clawed within 1. Nenby in the post, triple team, trying to find a pass out. Gives to Alvarado, he drives inside. He puts up a little floater, no good. Nenby trying to get the board, tips it to Alvarado, who tips it back to Nenby, and he puts it up and in.
Look for a split second like, hey, I could dunk this. And then he's like, you know what? I'm just going to dump it in. We don't need to do anything fancy here.
Longhorns on the other end, driving into the paint. Nenby trying to block the shot, but not good enough defense there as Daxton Lauder gets the easy lay-in. Woolley thought about pushing the tempo, but they'll slow it back up. 43-38 your score as we have 1:10 to play in the quarter. Alvarado into the corner. Eli Cox, three-pointer up, no good. Rebound to the Longhorns. Under a minute to play in the third. Lauder with the ball, looking for a screen. He'll go around, driving into the paint, gets the... He had it open, but he made it more difficult on himself and ends up missing it. Milo Steele then loses the ball. Jackson Slaw loses it, and then Nenby commits the foul on Slaw. He got a pretty nasty block, but they're probably going to say he pushed him. And Reed Olsen's going to check in. I think they were hoping to keep him on the bench the rest of the quarter, but they've been judiciously outscored with him on the bench. And Graydon Olsen's coming in too. So 2 free throws for Jackson Slaw. He's shooting 73% on his free throws this season. First one crawls over the front rim to make it 44-38. Sade Nenby will check out. Two guys need to check out for the Grizzlies. Cam Alvarado will join Sade Nenby as the Olsen brothers check in for the final 37 seconds of this quarter. Sly has a chance to make it a 7-point game with his second free throw. Will not do that. Barely clipped the front rim that time. Grizzlies could make this a one-possession game if they hit a three-pointer going into the quarter break, or just make it a quick two-possession with 4 points. Reed Olsen, double team, kicks it out to Ethan Woolley. Fakes a three. Now he'll take a mid-range. I think it was blocked slightly. Ethan might have thought he was fouled. They get the rebound, though, into Reed Olsen, and a stoppage of time. Oh, they call it timeout. I thought they were wondering because I think. Oh, never mind. I thought there was supposed to be a shot clock reset, but it didn't touch the rim, so I was mistaken there. 2 seconds separate shot and game clock. The 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Just a reminder that Preston Watts Collision and Glass, they've got trained technicians, the latest equipment, and over 5 decades of experience to guarantee a perfect auto body repair and the safest glass replacement, and that's Preston Watts Collision and Glass. So not the greatest end of the quarter. The Grizzlies had it 36, within one, 36-37, and they've been outscored by a bit here. It's 44-38 now. Not catastrophic, but you feel like they really need a basket here to end the quarter to really solidify the chance to make what would be a relatively small rally for the fourth quarter.
Absolutely right. Any sort of positive momentum is good momentum, even if you don't necessarily have to take the lead you're going into the fourth quarter.
Baseline out of bounds. They were double teaming Reed Olsen in the post. They get it to Milo Steele. Three-pointer up, no good. Ethan Woolley gets the board with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot clock now off. Woolley has it. 6 seconds left. Now over to Eli Cox. Getting the screen. Over to Woolley. He'll take a three. No good. Tipped up and in. No! Oh, they called off. Oh, no! That is bad. That is bad. The other referee going to talk to him because I think he thought it was good. The other referee might end up winning out, though. They're going to say no good, and that is awful.
Oh, bad.
That is awful.
For those of you who are enjoying this on YouTube, right, scroll back a couple seconds. I don't know if the angle is necessarily the best, but I think when you scroll back and look at it, you're going to see that Graydon Olsen had it well out of his hands before the clock went off.
We're going to take a break, though. We'll be back after this.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance.
Had to cut back from commercial really quick. We're about to start the fourth quarter. As we're here, I tell you what, we were pretty hard on the officials, I think, at the end there. They were a lot closer, I think, than we gave them credit for. I was trying to watch back our own stream replay as we went to quarter break. Grizzlies could have cut within 4, 44-38. And they'll nearly doing so with Reed Olsen as he's fouled going out for a shot. I thought it was obvious, but then I watched the replay back and I was like, I'm not 100% sure.
It was a little close.
So I'll apologize for any comments I made to the officials for the fact they were, I think, closer, and I gave them credit for. More of a judgment call than I thought it was. But the Grizzlies trailing by 6 with 7.5 minutes to go in this game. They trailed by 8 in the second, and then they came back to take the lead, so certainly capable of doing something similar here. Reed Olsen at the elbow. They're just swarming him with double teams every time he touches the ball. Josh Jensen inside, throws up a layup, and it might as well have been a pass even though he missed it because Reed Olsen grabs it. Yeah, called a pass off the glass. We don't keep track of assists very well on our stat sheet, but maybe you can give him one. Jordan Harrison, three-pointer, no good, and he's hit several of them today. They're lucky he missed that one. Would have made it a 7-point game. Braden Olson thought about an early shot clock three, gives it up. Now Milo Steele, baseline drive, now he'll back out of it, give it back to Eli Cox. Now he'll pass it up to Josh Jensen. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Now he'll drive all the way to the paint. Oh, he's blocked from behind. Great recovery defense there from Jackson Slaw. Josh Jensen thought he had a wide open layup.
Yeah, I think just at that point, right, he just totally forgot where any of the defenders are at. He just got to make this layup, And number 4, Jackson Slaw just coming in with a great block. Logan still has the ball with 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
Car problems? Trust Cache Valley Auto Care for expert service backed by excellent online reviews and customer satisfaction. How much satisfaction there is Saden Enby missing the inside shot as the Grizzlies come away empty there after nearly getting a bucket. They trail by 4 still. Slaw on the wing, guarded by Steele heavily, and nearly getting a steal there. Poked it off the hands and off the hip of Slaw, but now he's driving into the paint. And a travel, they call it travel as he pivot to get an open shot. I didn't see if he made it after that travel call.
I think he did. I think that's why he's confused. Like, wait, what? I traveled?
See, now I thought they were going to call a foul. Because there was just a point of contact, and I assume every time there's contact and whistle, there's a foul.
Usually.
Especially because I have a hard time telling whether it's really a foul from down here, or up here, I should say. Pass into Reed Olson in the paint. Now over to Nenby. Takes a three, now trying to drive inside. Left-hand floater up, out. Nearly went in. It hit both rims, both sides of the rim, and then went over the left side. 5:45 to go in this game. Grizzlies have scored the only points in the quarter so far, but they still trail by 4. Harrison looking for a pass. Still has the ball. Now picks up his dribble, gives it up to Slaw. Slaw going around a screen and lost the ball. I don't know if that should have been a double dribble. Now Harrison, he'll take a three, and he misses that one. Rebound, fought for, won by McCormick. He goes up for it, and he makes it around the arms of Reed Olson. 6-point lead for Westfield, and now a timeout from Logan. They'll take a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this.
Painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Some score updates. Most of them are halftime scores. We don't have quite as many updates from around since those halftime updates a few minutes ago. Skyview was leading Mountain Crest 32-26 at halftime. Ridgeline was leading Bear River in a very low-scoring game, 19-17 at halftime. Latest score update we have actually is the end of the third quarter. Green Canyon was leading Judge Memorial 53-38. Here at Westfield High School, it is the Longhorns 46 and the visiting Logan Grizzlies 40. Grizzlies have the ball as they try and inbound it. Some pressure as they try to deny the inbound to Josh Jensen. Jackson Slaw guarding him heavily, trying to force a mistake. He gets it to Milo Steele. Now to Reed Olson at the elbow. Over to Woolley on the wing. Nenby at the other elbow, trying to pivot into the post. Kicks to Woolley, now into Reed Olson, underneath the basket, gets the lay-in to go.
Great pass from Woolley, great finish from Reed Olson. Just a good combo right there to bring us in within 4.
Now fake three-pointer driving into the lane, and a block shot. No, they call a foul. Reed Olson can't believe it. They're going to say he pushed him. Basically a body bump, even though the Swat was clean. It's the same official who was adamant that the end of quarter shot didn't go in. So he's not going to endear himself to the Logan crowd.
Nope, not even in the slightest.
First free throw is good for Drew Faddis. Makes it a 5-point game now. 4.5 minutes to play. So the Grizzlies kind of slowly running out of time to make their move. They've stayed within striking distance but haven't made an actual strike. Second free throw is also good from Drew. And now the Grizzlies inbound the ball. 4:30 to play in the game. Looking for their first win in region play. Ethan Woolley has it on the wing. Looking for a pass, gives it to Olsen. Over to Steele, right wing, looking for a pass. Nenby facing all kinds of traffic in the paint. Woolley going to take a pull-up jumper at the elbow. No good. Nenby gets the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on somebody. There's 3 players around him, heaven knows.
Looked like they called it on Jaden Fowers, I believe.
That's who they signal, number 2, and he's like, what did I do? And I think is that his 5th foul? They're saying it's his 5th foul.
I'm going to be honest, I haven't been best at keeping track of fouls.
They say he has 5. That's what the referee says, and so he's going to go to the bench. So they're going to send in Jackson Slaw. Grizzlies will inbound on the baseline. As they've got 2 guys on Nenby and their tallest guy on Reed Olsen. As we continue to wait, referees are talking to the scoreboard operators. I don't know if they're like double checking something, or I don't know if they're confused on how many fouls he had, or
yeah, maybe they're just refreshing on what exactly is going on.
They're having a long conversation here.
Yeah, it does look like they're double checking books.
Figuring out, all right, how many do you got? How many do you have? Just a reminder, Planet Fitness, you can get energy without the punishment. Join the judgment-free zone for just $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all. So conversation's over. Whatever they had to figure out, they figured it out. And so the Grizzlies, with 4 minutes, 11 seconds, will inbound the ball. Long inbound to Steele, 35 seconds on the shot clock, 4:10 on the game clock. Josh Jensen passing it into Reed Olsen. He goes up strong and he's fouled. And I'll be honest, Faddis might have got hosed a little bit on that one because he had 2 hands on the ball and they called a foul on him.
Yeah, I think we're getting kind of to the point where every possession matters for both teams. And in a physical game, sometimes referees are just going to call calls that maybe you don't necessarily agree with, right? Logan's had some. Westfield just barely had one. It's who can take advantage of them when you get them, honestly.
So Reed will attempt 2 free throws, and he gets the first one to go, and just kind of stopped. It hit the backboard and back iron almost at the same time, and then it just crawled in.
Kind of was a duck, honestly.
He makes the first there, and the second one upcoming. Second one off the back iron a little harder, and he sails in for his own rebound. Goes up with it, misses it, grabs his own rebound, trying to dribble out of the pressure. Out on the three-point line now, and he gets fouled. They were just swarming him every which way, and he was trying every way he knew how to keep the ball away from him, and he succeeded.
When you're the smaller team, as you are in Westfield's case, you got to get scrappy against their, obviously, our player that the ball's going to go to. When he gets the ball in his hands down in the paint, he's dangerous, right? And so you got to get scrappy, and I think that's an example of that. Just clawing at the ball as best you can.
More conversations between coaches and officials, and I think they're also bringing out a towel to wipe off the ball, I guess. I've not seen that before.
I've never seen that before either, actually.
Usually you just kind of wipe it on your shirt.
Yeah, most of the time they just...
But if you're an official, that looks a little tacky if you do that.
I guess that's true. Most of the time I've just seen people bounce it and just bounce the sweat off.
Just get it off. Huh. So sideline out of bounds for the Grizzlies. And looking for Woolley. He'll take a corner 3, and they call a foul, Woolley. And I looked away from him. They call a foul. I look back, and he's on his backside. So I'll assume the referee made the right call. I was not looking at that part of the court. I was looking at the ball and waiting to see if there was an offensive rebound because I could tell it wouldn't look like it was going to go in.
Me too as well. I mean, it looked like a really good shot. Must have been happening on the landing. So Woolley will attempt 3 free throws, and the first one is no good.
He's our top free throw shooter, 73% on the season. And a timeout from Westfield, as we've got 2 free throws coming afterward. And it's going to be a full timeout, so we're going to go ahead and take that timeout as well. We'll be back after this.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley.
We're back at Westfield High School as the Grizzlies are trying to make their move to get ahead of the Longhorns. They've really only led pretty much once this game. They led 30-29 at halftime, and they've trailed just about every other moment in this game. And they trail 48-43 here against the 7-7 Westfield High School. They're 1-2 in region play. I forgot who they beat in region play.
I think it was Mountain Crest.
I think you may be right, but I'm not 100% sure. As we come out of the timeout, Ethan Woolley has 2 free throws. He shot 1 before the break. He was fouled on a 3-pointer. He makes this one. He missed the opening one. Makes it a 4-point game. Can make it 3. Cut that lead to 3. If he's able to make this one here. 73% shooter from the line this season. Gets that one to go. So 3:55 to go here in the game, and the Grizzlies within 1 possession. Jackson Slaw bringing it slowly up the court for the Longhorns, calling away some of the screens. Now they'll get the screens. Slaw trying to drive into the paint, kicks it to the corner, now over to Harrison on the wing, just swinging around the arc. Now driving into the paint. And a stolen pass. Saden Enby read a pass into the corner perfectly. And double dribble?
That's what they're calling it.
Saden Enby didn't protest. I think he realized what he did wrong. It looked like he was going to pass it, and then, I don't know if double dribble is the call so much. It was a carry.
That's what I was thinking. Honestly, that's why I was a little confused about the double dribble.
But
carry makes a lot more sense.
Tomato, it's the same result. A turnover for the Grizzlies in a poor time. And then a layup on the other end. Great job there from Daxton Lauder. And he gives the Longhorns back their 5-point lead. A 2-possession lead. Woolley with it. Picked up his dribble, has to give it up. Josh Jensen, he'll take an open 3 off the right side of the rim. Reed Olson couldn't track down the rebound, and then he get called for a foul. He slapped him on the wrist as he went by.
If I've been keeping track of Reed Olson's fouls correctly, I believe that's his 4th.
And he's going to take a seat on the bench, as I think he's going to get a quick rest and then come back in. Or they're going to go offense, defense, substitutions here for a while. 3 minutes to go. 50-45 is the score. Harrison pump fakes a 3 and now gives it back up to Lauder. Lauder's trying to drive in. Gives it up to Malin. Now Slaw driving into the paint. Wild shot, no good. They call a foul. They call it on the arm, and I don't think he hit him on the arm. If anything, he hit him with the body. That's what I thought they called.
Yeah.
.246 to go. Jackson Sly has a chance to put them up by 7. He made his last 2 free throws when he had a trip to the line. And he's shooting in the 70s so far this season. Makes the first there. Andre Campos getting his first burn of the game. Josh Jensen coming out. And Slaughter will have 1 more free throw. Gets that one to go. Actually, Slaughter missed one, didn't he?
Yep, he missed one that just barely tickled the front rim. So he's 3 for 4 on the night from free throw.
So it's a 7-point game and a foul there. Too aggressive defense there from McCormick. And that's the Grizzlies in the bonus. So 2 free throws for Woolley. Trying to get the Grizzlies to claw back a little bit more. Free throw, no good. Went around the right side of the rim and then off the front. Green Canyon and Judge Memorial game just went final. Judge Memorial got a little closer, 69-61 the final score, but the Wolves getting a win after they lost their most recent one to Ridgeline. Second free throw was good from Woolley as Campos hounding defense all the way down the court. Now pump fake 3, driving inside, and a foul called. And 2 free throws coming. Grizzlies struggling to get a stop now as they're committing a lot of fouls. And while this technically isn't being in the bonus, it's 2 free throws for the shot, but Longhorns will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Both teams will be. First free throw over the front rim and then off the right side from Daxton Lauder. Seemed to take a hard fall there as he's still kind of wincing. Zayden Enby checking out now. Wonder if we're looking at a minutes restriction here. Always don't want to take Sedmi off the court, but you also got to worry about that injury.
Yeah, you got to play the long game sometimes.
Second free throw is good. 30-second timeout as second free throw, I think I mentioned that already, it was good. 53-46 the score now. We'll keep it here. But a reminder that for 100 years, Young Toyota and Young Honda have been delivering an exceptional customer experience. Think young, drive young with Young Toyota and Young Honda.
An interesting stat that we can look at is Logan has missed 10 free throws tonight. And you look back and you think, obviously, you know, different game, right? You start making at least some of them. But that is a point of weakness, I feel like, for this Logan team, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it is. Most of your guys are shooting in the 40s and 50s. You got Woolley shooting in the 70s, but he's like, what, 2 for 5 or 3 for 5?
Ethan Woolley, yeah, he's 3 for 5.
So he's barely hitting his own percentage. If that, I forget what 3 for 5 is in a percentage. 60%, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, you make half of those 10 missed free throws, and you're
completely different ball game.
Yeah, you're 2 points behind. You're looking to tie the game on this possession, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. As 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. You can't hear the music yet, so no reason to face it. And an offensive foul. They're going to call that on Josh Jensen, saying he pushed off, was a little too aggressive. Poor screen, I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, I was looking at it, I'm still not sure what I saw. But here we go, Westfield with the ball and a chance to maybe ice this game with a couple minutes to play. McCormick driving the paint, kicks out to the corner. Slaw has to reset to Lauder. Driving the paint, gives to Harrison, back to Lauder. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to drive the paint, trying to draw a foul, and referees didn't give it to him. Ethan Woolley with the good defense. Like, he jumped right into Ethan Woolley looking for that foul, and I think the referee kind of saw through that. So it stays 53-46. Grizzlies trail by 7. They got a $1.49 to change that fact. Zayden Enby checking back in for Graydon Olson. Over to Milo Steele. Had 3 3-pointers in that second quarter. They got the Grizzlies the lead, but hasn't made one since. Milo Steele going to try and change that. As I said, that no good. And rebound to Jordan Harrison. And now Slaw going to bring it up the court and burn off as much clock as he can in doing so. Going around a screen, driving into the paint, dumps it off. Pump fake and then kick it back out to McCormick. Into the corner, 18 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Jackson Slaw. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dancing around Jensen. Now to Harrison. Back to Slaw, 4 seconds. And an offensive foul. They're going to call a bad screen on Harrison. That's going to give the Grizzlies the ball. You don't shoot in the bonus on offensive fouls. So 1 minute to play now, 59.7, and now counting down. Grizzlies trailing by 7. Got to get points on this possession pretty much or else. And got to do it pretty quickly. Jensen with it. Over to Steele. He'll shoot a corner three. Got to make it. No good. Reed Olson trying to get the board, but he doesn't. And now a fast break, 2 points. And that he fumbled the ball. As Daxton Lauder got the friendly whistle there, or friendly no whistle. Jared Calhoun got a technical arguing that in a college game a few days back.
He sure did, didn't he?
But things like I never really see the referees call that.
Yeah.
So, like everyone says it's a violation, but I never see him call it. So I just assume it kind of isn't because he just bobbled the ball and he gets it in.
For sure. It's definitely one of those like letter of the law or spirit of the law. We all, what kind of referee are you going to call? Unfortunately, for Logan's case, they're definitely spirit of the law.
55-46 the score now, and not going to say it's over, but 9 points in 37 seconds. Reggie Miller ain't walking through that door.
Unfortunately not.
And so I think the Grizzlies likely to go home with the loss, but I think you like what you see as a bit of a start.
Yeah.
Just got to get a bit more consistent offense. And also, Westfield shot really well from three. Of course, not as well from three this half. How many threes have they made in the game? They had 5 at half.
They had 6? Or no, 7.
Oh, was it 7 at halftime or 7 at the end of 3? I can't remember.
I think it was, I can't remember either.
Then they got 2-7 in the third quarter, so really bolstering themselves there. And just couldn't do enough of their own offense. Milo Steele was a big part of that first half offense. Hasn't quite managed to make it work in the second half. And then they call a push off on Saden Enby, and I'd say there's a bit of acting, but there was also a push.
There was definitely a push.
And so that'll probably end it there as the Grizzlies now trail without the ball and 37 seconds on the clock. Westfield got to remind themselves somebody's got to inbound the ball. So 37.1, and they're taking their dear sweet time to. Now the officials are going to talk to each other. I think they're figuring out whether there should be free throws, but the Grizzlies didn't get a free throw when they called a bad screen on Jordan Harrison.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
Is it different when you have like a push-up foul? So they're giving free throws. I think they're figuring out what went on because, Jordan Harrison commits a moving screen.
Right.
Grizzlies sideline out of bounds. Saden Enby push off on an inbound.
Inbound, ball's not even in play.
And they're giving him free throws. No, I think they're doing baseline out of bounds. I can't critique the refs on the rules here because I don't know the rule. I'm just basing off what they just barely did.
That's a really niche basketball situation where it's kind of like, well, crap, what do we do here?
It's where the officials have to pool their wisdom together. It's like, did you read the rule book on this? Because they also have the case book.
Yep.
And it's like, what do you do in this random situation? So Westfield inbounding the ball. Grizzlies trying to do whatever they can to get a turnover. They do just that. Tipped inbound pass. And now quickly going the other way. Josh Jensen going around a screen. Now a cross-court pass, but it's stolen. And now a take foul. And I imagine the rest of the game will be a formality. I hate to sound defeatist. I hate it when I sound like that, but reality is reality.
Reality is reality. With 26 seconds left, our score, Westfield 55, Logan 46. It's looking really difficult. And that's if you're being optimistic.
First free throw is no good, though. So you can say hope's still alive. Second free throw is good, so that makes it a 10-point game with 26.8. And a timeout there for Matt Scablin. He doesn't say it's over. And they're going to do their best to make a miracle here in Ogden, or Taylor.
10 points,
west of Ogden.
26 seconds. Yippee-ki-yay.
I've seen videos of it happen. And in high school basketball, anything can happen. I'm just a pessimist. We're going to keep it here on the 30-second timeout. But another reminder about State Farm agent Lana Powell. Does your high school student get good grades, or if they have a good driving record, you could be saving money on their auto insurance. Call 752-7639. That's 752-7639. And also just another one of our wonderful sponsors, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, Schedule your service call on their website, advancedheating-ac.com. That's advancedheating-ac.com. And if you're looking for a new gas fireplace, you can call them as well. You can also call them at 752-7272. That's 752-7272. All right, 26.8. We come out of the timeout. 26.8 is the time left in this one, as the Grizzlies will try and overcome this 10-point deficit in miracle fashion. Nenby letting the ball roll, crosses midcourt, and driving into the paint, puts up the left-handed layup, gets it to go. Clock still runs. Grizzlies trying to force a turnover. Inbound, take foul. Jackson Slaughter.
Stop the clock, stop the clock.
Yeah, they let another 3-4 seconds drain off the clock. Has been happening a lot of the game, and I think they are working to put that back on there. I think.
Hopefully. Or maybe not.
So 2 free throws for Jackson Slaw. I called him Slaughter. That's not what I meant to say. Makes the first free throw, and he can reestablish the 10-point lead with the second one here. Good night from the free throw line for him. Only the one miss, and he keeps it that way. 10-point lead again for Westfield. 16 seconds left, and Nenby will, I was going to dribble into a long three-pointer, but he'll drive in for another lefty layup. And Westfield in a dilly-dally and let some time burn off the clock. Reed Olson with the take foul.
I believe that's his 5th foul.
Yeah, may very well have fouled out. Matt Scablin, I don't know if, I think he was thinking maybe somebody else should have. Reed Olson already knows. He's not even told to go to the bench. He's already coming in. Grade and Olson checking in. So 2 free throws for Daxton Lauder. That's probably where I got Slaughter from. I combined their names. First free throw is no good. .4 seconds. Make this a 9-point game. He does just that. Grizzlies, long pass, baseball pass from Graydon Olson. Three-pointer, blocked. That'll be your final score, 59-50. Grizzlies fall to 0-3 in region play here on the road against Westfield. We'll take a quick break. We'll have some post-game. We're also going to hear from head coach Matt Scable, and he's going to go talk to his boys about this loss. Then we'll have him on the post-game show as we'll discuss what comes next. Although what comes next is a game at Green Canyon tomorrow, so you go from Westfield to facing Green Canyon, who's only lost one game on the year so far. Tough back-to-back there, but we'll discuss it next here on 102.1 FM, 610 AM, and online at CashValleyDaily.com. Your video experience powered by Adams Wealth Advisors.
I want them to feel like they have a team that's full-time working with them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building a plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Searching for copiers and printers, and IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Welcome back to Westfield High School post-game show. As final score here, 59-50 in favor of the home team, Westfield Longhorns, over the Logan Grizzlies. Jason Walker here with Adam Lurcher. Those of you watching on CashValleyDaily.com, video experience powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. You'll be able to see myself and Adam here up here in the rafters. I shouldn't say the rafters, just the indoor track up here. The spot provided graciously by the Westfield Longhorns, their AD, and actually the head basketball coach, Mike Russell. He's their AD and basketball coach. So, of course, I was familiar with that with I suddenly forgot his name. Last
crap,
year.
I forgot his name too.
Oh my gosh, I feel bad now.
He was awesome.
I knew him for 2-3 years. It's gonna bug me the whole time. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
We're gonna remember it when we're driving
Yeah,
home.
I'll remember it as soon as we sign off. So my apologies to them. But yeah, so thankful to them for helping us out here and getting us hooked up so we can do these streams. So and we're grateful to all these road teams when they help us out, just calling up, be like, hey, can we stream this game? And a chance to bring these games to you guys. Unfortunately, the Grizzlies couldn't pull it off here, but you could see what this team, had the more full potential they have. They've been kind of running, they've been getting some younger guys, more experience. Graydon Olson was playing a bit more when he didn't have Saden Enby in there. And I think that ends up helping these guys because Milo Steele was able to step up for part of this. Graydon Olson still makes some good plays. Eli Cox, all these guys making good plays. But in the end, just not enough because I think they just stalled a bit in the second half because they had those 30 points in the first half and they only get the 20 in the second. So just not quite enough there.
Yeah, absolutely. I like you were saying, right? Stall is a really great word. Just a lot of lost momentum. I don't know if Westfield necessarily did anything different defensively to kind of shut down what Logan had. Just didn't pan out. Just weren't able to keep that momentum going in.
All right, we've actually got head coach Matt Scabland over here in the wings, so we'll invite him on here. We'll have you over here. We'll see if we can all fit on the camera here. See if we can. I don't know. We usually end up bumping Adam out here. Well, I guess just it felt like you get Sade back, and it felt like you had a good performance from him. A lot of other guys like Milo, but I guess just couldn't quite put it together in the second half. Just come up a bit short there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think first half they did such a good job, kind of climbing out of a 10-point deficit. And having Sade back obviously is a big boost to our team. Even though he's not fully healthy, so his minutes were a little limited tonight. And even the things you can kind of see that he's able to do and not able to do from like a conditioning standpoint, but he gave me everything he had and a lot of heart. Second half, yeah, we just honestly just didn't execute the defensive game plan very well, and had lapses. So
it felt like we had almost the same conversation after Mountain View, where it's three-pointers, where Westfield, good three-point shooting team, but they made like 5 in the first half, and I think they were at 7 like midway through the third quarter. It just felt like you defended inside pretty well, but they just kind of managed to break you with that three-pointer after a while.
Yeah, and I wish that teams would stop shooting so well against us. I mean, in the first quarter, first half, honestly, I think they had 5. And I'm gonna go back and watch film again, but it really felt like 3 of the 5 were like heavily contested. Guys were there, and there's really not a lot we're gonna be able to do if guys are able to shoot over top of us. And so, the other 2, we need to be better on our defensive rotations, but we knew what these guys were coming in. They're a driving kick, 3-point shooting team, and there were a couple things, like I said, that we prepped for all week and just weren't able to execute. So
what's kind of the message of the team? Because you had a bit of the part of the season where Sade was out, and I think even Milo missed a game, where you've dealt with some injuries and some inconsistencies. What do you preach to the team? You're 0-3 in region play. What do you got to do these next 7 games? Plus, I think some non-region games still as you try and finish out the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's just region the rest of the way. But we got to win out. That's the message to the team, is win out. And, unfortunately, we can't think too much about, lights off.
Oh, we're going to have to finish up quick here.
Awesome. So we can't think too much about this game tonight. We got to get ready for tomorrow at Green Canyon. Really good team, really good program there. So, try to learn from it quick. But the message to the team was we need to forget about this one fast and go get Green Canyon tomorrow night.
All right, we'll go ahead and sign off here. Thank you so much, Coach, for coming on, and we'll go ahead and get on the road and I guess prepare for tomorrow. So have a good evening, everyone. Again, final score 59-50 as the Grizzlies fall in this one.
This Logan Grizzlies broadcast has been a presentation of KVNU 610 AM and 102.1 FM and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, DD Auto and Salvage, Old Grist Mill, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Adams Wealth Advisors, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Auto Care, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Watch replays of previous games on CacheValleyDaily.com.